Hi, this is Carol. Now, maybe you found yourself often worrying and fearing the worst whenever your mum or your dad are late home, or maybe you've had thoughts that something bad might happen to somebody close to you, feeling constantly concerned about all the important people in your life. And of course, this can be very exhausting and distressing. Now, caring about other people makes for healthy families and communities, but over worrying is bad for both the worrier and the person being worried about. You see, over worrying can turn maybe a good parent into an over controlling parent who never lets their child become independent and self-reliant. And over worrying can turn a good child into somebody that can't sleep and also gets very anxious and stressed. And it can drain people of energy because the worrier needs constant reassurance that everything's okay. And that worrying itself can drain your ability to relax and enjoy your life because you end up carrying around a sense of background anxious feelings that never let you switch off and relax. Now, of course, that old urge to worry about other people comes from a perfectly healthy instinctive urge just to protect the people you love and care about. So it does make perfect sense that we evolved to want people that we love to be safe and happy and well, and that we should sometimes think about possible dangers that could happen so that we can protect our tribe. But when we over-worry, this originally healthy urge to protect the people we love gets hijacked by all the doubts and fears and worries. And the more emotional we become, the more real those fears seem to be. Even though on one level we know that we really shouldn't be worrying. Now, when you're a kid in a family, it's not your job to worry about everybody else. It's your job to be a kid and have some fun. That's why we have parents, to take care of things to keep you safe. Now, typically, when you're over worrying, a part of you does know quite well that the worrying isn't doing you any good. It's not achieving anything, and you probably know that it's irrational. And of course, if it was as simple as just telling yourself to stop doing it, you would have stopped a long time ago. But worrying isn't something that people normally do deliberately. It's an unconscious habit. That's all it is. Now, a lot of worriers ask themselves, what if this? What if that? What if she has an accident? What if I fail the exam? What if somebody else fails? And they can become lost in a whole lot of deeply unpleasant imaginary scenarios and naturally find that it just makes them feel very anxious. And then when they're feeling like that, the chemicals in their body cause those thoughts to make you feel more uneasy and more certain that something must be wrong. And of course, that just makes you worry more. So, I'd like you now to relax so that we can break that old habit of over-worrying, so the old worry thoughts lose their power over you. And then you can think more calmly and clearly about things. And in doing that, you'll be improving the quality of your own life and your relationships with all the people you care about. And you'll get on with having so much more fun in your life without the old thoughts taking over and getting in the way. So I'd like you just to, again, take a big breath in and make sure you're nice and comfortable. And just for the next few minutes, just notice that breathing. And as you breathe in slowly in a nice deep way. And as you breathe out, you might even notice that your breath is a little bit warmer. And as you relax now, just notice now that you can let your eyelids relax all the way down. So they're so comfortable, it's as though they just won't work. And maybe you could just imagine And use that imagination to imagine that you are going into a nice, soft sleep. Sleepy, sleepy eyes. Sleepy, sleepy face. Sleepy, sleepy arms. Sleepy, sleepy body. Sleepy, sleepy legs. Sleepy, sleepy feet. Sleepy, sleepy body. All the way down into a calm, comfortable state where you can just learn on this instinctive level how your special part of your mind, the part that dreams those dreams at night without you consciously planning them, the part of you that's instinctively making sense of my voice without even consciously working out what each word means, that's your unconscious or your subconscious mind. And it can let you relax even twice as deep. That's it. Carrying you all the way down into the deepest rest. Just like as if you were resting on a soft cloud of comfort. That's it. So very relaxed. That heavy mind and the thoughts beginning to calm right down. And you might even notice pleasant memories of favourite places you've been to, beautiful views that you've seen, maybe a beautiful ocean or a river or someplace nice and cozy or a landscape stretching out, and seeing some beautiful cozy moments when you're all curled up somewhere safe and snug. Just like dream-like memories that can really bring a smile to your face as you relax even deeper still. And each day of your life, you've got around 1,000 minutes when you're awake and another 400 or 500 minutes when you're asleep. So each day you've only got a limited amount of time and a limited amount of attention that you need to spend wisely. And so I'd like you just to imagine that time and that attention being like a big jug of water that you can pour into a variety of different cups, resting there on a table right there in front of you. A big jug of water that represents one single day in your life. And then a series of little cups and mugs of all different shapes and sizes, one representing your family, one representing the time you spend with your friends, one cup representing your school, one cup representing doing things to care for yourself, like cleaning your teeth and brushing your hair and looking after yourself and getting washed and dressed. Another cup representing your hobbies and your interests and the things that you do for fun, and so on. All these different parts of your daily life, just seeing them there spreading out before you. And then I'd like you to notice one particularly oversized, rather ugly looking cup just over there that's really been hijacking your time and attention. A cup that you've been pouring so much water into that it's been stealing away the time and attention that you could have been using in all the other areas of your life. And that cup is called the worrying about others cup. And so I'd like you to notice how many other aspects of your life and how many cups on the table no longer have any liquid in them, because you've been pouring so much time and attention into that huge worry cup. And so it's as if that cup's consuming all of your time and attention, because it never seems to be satisfied. It never seems to be full. And it's always demanding more and more. And so I'd like you now to notice how it feels to be wanting to enjoy your time with some friends, or to be wanting to unwind and relax and maybe watch some television or read a book and doing something that interests you and makes you smile. And then for that oversized worry cup to demand that you pour your attention into those worries instead, whispering, what if this happens? What if that happens? Taking you away from the rest of your life and trying to fill your mind with all those unpleasant thoughts so that you'll give it even more attention and time. And I know that you care deeply about your family, your mum and dad, and any of your other family members that you love. And I know you want them to be safe. But that worry cup has been hijacking that urge in a way that doesn't actually help to protect the people that you love at all. In fact, it makes you neglect all the other important areas of your life. And you see, just as you can spoil a child or a puppy by always giving them anything that they ask for, buying them toy after toy, or letting them stay up too late at night when they want to, or to eat too much that they like, until you've got a child with no sense of boundaries, or maybe a puppy that throws tantrums all the time and doesn't respect you. So you can start to realize that you've not been setting proper boundaries to start to change the way that you raise that puppy or that child. As you learn how to say no and firmly ignore that puppy's pleading and whimpering and shouting, until the puppy begins to change and starts to learn how to be more polite and respectful, so that that puppy begins to understand that being helpful and considerate gets them a whole lot more rewards than being bratty or cranky or demanding. And what would it be like to begin to train yourself just to take a step back from the old worry mug, and to realize that you've been giving it far too much time, attention and indulgence. And even if it's pleading, and even if that old worry cup's throwing a tantrum and asks you, but what if this happens and what if that happens? You can just calmly stop and take a step back and just firmly turn away and attend to all the other good areas of your life, to spend that limited attention and those limited minutes on connecting with your family and your friends and your loved ones, and on doing things that fulfill you and make you laugh and have fun, meaningful things, fun things, getting on with school things, living your life things. That's it. And if you find yourself about to pour a whole lot of attention into the old worrying mug, you can really stop and take a step back and be wiser about how you spend your attention. And of course, just as a child can become more considerate, polite and helpful, or even a puppy dog can become more polite and well-trained and helpful, perhaps still with an occasional little outburst, because that's just what children and puppies can do sometimes, but so much better than before, so that you too can just notice over time how the old worry cup begins to change, how it begins to look different and sound different. A mug that simply becomes a looking after people that you love cup, which can remind you to be certainly a good friend, a good child, a good family member to all the other people in your life, and to let them know that you love them and you care about them, and that you can give appropriate amounts of time and attention to them, so that all the parts of your life can receive the rest of the time and attention that they need too. Then I want you to notice how this is going to make a difference for you in the days and weeks ahead. Having a quieter, calmer, more peaceful sense of focus and confidence, that you can now attend to all the other happy, different areas of your life. And of course, if somebody you love is late coming home, or they're going away for a holiday, or they've got to go to work, well, it's only natural to hope they're going to be okay. But you know instinctively understand that it's no good overfilling that old worry mug like you used to. You can really just stop and take a step back from doing that, and notice how you feel so much more calm and relaxed, responding in a much more balanced, appropriate way. That's it. And how this change in your attitude makes life run so much more smoothly and improves your relationships with everybody in your family as well, and everybody in your life. And of course, these changes will continue working in the background even as you sleep at night, so that as every day goes by, you just realize that you wake up feeling safer, happier, and stronger, trusting that no matter what happens, everything usually works out for the best anyway. And so, you can take a nice deep breath and just relax and have a wonderful rest. Or if it's time to get up, you'll find that everything starts to feel so much better day by day. So I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Bye for now.